Everybody, this is Teresa Muley with The Intentional Classroom, and today I have Kelly Flowers here with me from Halcyon Spa. I brought Kelly today to talk about an ownership mentality because Kelly, her entire career, has really had this dream of opening her own spa, and she has now, this is her second spa. So we really wanted to bring to you some knowledge and some understanding of what it really takes and things to think about if you think that's going to be your career pathway. So Kelly, welcome.
Yes. Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about your pathway, what your career has looked like from the beginning when you went to school into this, until opening the spa.
All right. So, of course, I went to trade school, like most of you will, and or do. And graduated. Oh gosh, I've been doing this for 15 years now. So graduated feels like a million years ago.
It was not.
As soon as I graduated, I started working at a full-service spa with lots of treatment rooms and lots of people, and that was pretty much the best idea, I think, for me at the time. Getting into a spa where I was commissioned, where kind of like they have an idea of what's going on. I can get in there, I can really learn hands-on in the field. And then from there, switched over to another spa where I then became a little bit more into the management field in that area. So I started to do some front desk, some ordering products, things like that. From there, I went to work for a cosmetic surgeon, which was unbelievable.
Totally different, I'm sure.
Totally different. Yeah, completely different, but so eye-opening, and I learned so much. And then from there, I took the step of actually working for myself. So then going to be an independent contractor, renting a room, starting to do my own clients, my own books, all of that stuff. And then after that, I decided, hey, why not open a salon, right? I can do it now. So I opened a booth rental salon, which went great. That was open for 8 years, and then decided to open an actual commissioned spa, because my dream has always been to have my own spa, to do what I do, my aesthetics and everything. Love the salon, which we will turn into very soon here. But the spa atmosphere was definitely like where my heart lives. So came here, opened this beautiful place, which we've been open for 6 months now, 6 or 7 months now. And we're already planning on growing. So that's the short version.
So here she is. Did you think you were always did you always know that you wanted to own your place? You said you did, right? Yeah. Why was it? Why did you know you wanted to open your own place at some point? What made you want that?
Yeah, absolutely. I've always known from the beginning that I'm just an entrepreneur. I think it's in my blood. You know, my dad opened his own places, and I kind of just, wanted to do that myself. I am very bossy.
She is. I've known her a long time. She's very bossy. Yeah.
So, I'm just gotta go with my personality traits, right?
Capitalize on what you have, which is bossy. She's aggressively helpful, as I'm told I am all the time too.
There we
aggressively
go.
helpful.
I like that
bossy.
one. I like that one. Yes, aggressively helpful.
Chris tells me constantly.
So yeah, I always kind of knew that eventually I wanted to have my own place. I wanted to do something that was just bigger than me.
Right.
And all of the smaller steps that I took in the beginning really, got me to this place to feel comfortable enough to do it, to feel like I know every spot in this business in order to create something beautiful and that works for everybody. So yeah, I just had that entrepreneurial spirit, I guess.
Yeah. So were there any specific steps that you took? I know you mentioned steps a few times, but were there any specific ones that you think, I need to do this so that I understand when I get to that point?
Absolutely. I mean, I think from the very beginning, having an open mind, in every single aspect of, like I said, I do skincare. I don't necessarily do nails. I don't do hair. I don't do any of that stuff, but you have to learn those things. You have to learn what works for everybody, because when you're going to be at the top, when you're going to be at the boss position, you have to be able to know, what does that hair person need? What does this department need from me? What is this, how can I make this better? How can I make this work for not just the employees, but obviously also the clients, the guests, and growth. So for me, I wanted to have a hand in every single thing.
Right.
Super multitasker. That's also me. So from the beginning of going, getting my license and starting in a commissioned spa, again, because that was just the right place to be, to learn more, and to have a little bit of a hand in everything. I got to see what the front desk does. I got to talk to everybody and kind of see what their needs are. So getting all of that education, right in the beginning is very important, and kind of inserting yourself in these different little departments so that you can learn all of that stuff.
Right.
Number one thing is front desk. I can't stress enough
Yeah.
like how helpful it is for people, especially starting in the industry, to understand how to work the front desk, how to schedule, how to talk to guests. The customer service is just, I mean, paramount in our industry. But the more that you learn about what other people are doing in the spa and around you, the more efficient that you're going to be in order to understand how things need to work and how you can help.
Right.
How you can
help
that.
you retain employees too. You don't want a high overturn rate. And in our industry, unfortunately, there is a high overturn rate. People are constantly looking for something different.
Yeah.
And it's often because they don't feel like they have access to everything they need where they are. And so understanding all of those different positions. Right. I mean, I've been to plenty of salons that they're owned by a massage therapist or by a skincare specialist, and then they don't know how to order color. They don't know why does the stylist need more conditioner? Because they do.
Right.
So you have to understand those roles. So you mentioned a commission salon.
Yes.
Do you believe that students should go into a commission shop right after graduation or right into a suite rental if they really want to be an owner at some point?
In my professional opinion, right to commission. Right to commission. I think that it gives you the more overall feeling of what's going on in a spa.
Right.
When you go into a booth rental situation, it is just you. You do whatever you want, however you want to do it, and there's nothing else around you, right? Like you do skincare. I'm only doing skincare in that room. I don't know anything about nails. I don't know anything about hair. I don't know anything about anything.
Right.
So definitely a commission salon is going to get you, or a commission spa is going to get you the most education as far as the overall workings, inner workings.
In commission or an hourly even. I mean, if you go into a chain, you still kind of start to see what the business looks like, because it's unlike any other business.
It really is.
We've worked in restaurants together. Like, it's totally different than a restaurant. It's totally different than anything else. So you do have to understand that business aspect before you just jump into ownership.
Absolutely. And if you start off at the school and you go right into doing your booth rental, again, you're kind of like just throwing all the balls up in the air and being like, okay,
you get it right.
Exactly, hoping you get it right. But once you go into something that's already structured, that you can learn from, and then you can start to think, how can I do this better? How can I support my team better? What else can we learn? What else can we apply in this situation that's going to help, overall growth, as opposed to me just being in my booth by myself and just doing my own thing. Now, not to be said, not that there's nothing, that there's anything against that, because absolutely, when you have, when you've worked in the industry for a while and you know all of these different things and you've learned all of these different things, then you can be like, okay, maybe I don't want to own a spa. Maybe I want to be by myself. Right,
true.
And that's when you go to booth rental and you do your own thing. And then, even then you learn how to manage your business and everything ahead of time. But yeah, as far as if your goal is to open up your own spa or your own salon, you have to start from the bottom and learn every little thing that's going on so that you can get all that information and then apply it. And then you can be a better support for your team.
Right. So my last question, if you have a graduate that's about to graduate and they know they want to be a spa owner or a salon owner someday, what's one bit of advice you would give them as they're getting out of school? Like, here's some advice. And it can be something to think about 10 years down the road. But if you had any advice to give to a future, like a salon or spa owner, what would it be? I feel like this whole thing has been about advice, but I mean, one more piece, one more gem.
Advice. I would probably say, get an idea of what your focus of what you want for your focus. Like, if you want to own let's say a super trendy salon, that's something that you want to start to kind of like focus on in that direction. You want to be like, okay, I need to know what the trends are. I really need to be up on, the nails and the hair, things that are very like out there, that nail art and things like that people need to know. But the basic things that you have to start with now is learn every single position in your spa. Like, that's I know we talked about that a lot right now, but that is the most important piece of information, I would say, is learn every single aspect. Learn the front desk, learn the spa attendant's job, learn everybody's job, because that will just put you in a better position to, again, be a better boss, be a better support system, and have, your spa, your salon be a huge success.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So thank you. So guys, I know a lot of you want to do that. You want to open up your own spa, your own salon, but please, we're trying to give you that guidance so that you can do it successfully and that you don't flop, in your first or second year, which we see all the time in salons and in suites. Remember, so many people in our industry drop out within a year or two simply because they didn't know how to make it all happen. A lot of times it's because they left into a suite ownership or a suite rental without actually understanding the business. So
being prepared.
Right. So listen to this one. All right. I've done the same thing, but I'm trying to bring you guys some real world experience to really put you on the right path so that you can succeed. So once again, thank you, Kelly.
Thank you, Nicole.
Thank you guys for watching. If you liked what we did, make sure you subscribe and you share with anybody in your world that you think this could help. Okay, so thanks so much for watching. Make sure you follow these guys too. I say it wrong every time.
Halcyon Spa.
And thanks again. So have a great, awesome day.
Awesome.